Hello, beautiful people. Honest Am here, the creator and writer of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for another daily motivational video where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives. A little bit about me. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and cusses in the same sentence, and I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop Charlamagne to God, it will not stop me. All right, y'all. Angel number 5 and angel number 22. Make sure you check out the description box below. There are always additional information, guidance, as well as information about me and honestlysis.com. So this reading is going to be a little bit differently. I asked God, what are some fortunes or what are some things that we get to look forward to in the next 4 to 6 weeks? And the two things that he said that we can look forward to in the next 4 to 6 weeks is property, a property purchase or sale for many, but he securities concerns in any transactions. So I'm not going to take this card as is, but if you have been potentially thinking about buying a house, relocating, maybe investing in some investment property, or maybe even buying a rental property or getting a location for your business, I feel like all of those things may be likely in the next 4 to 6 weeks. And the other thing that God said is a surprise is coming in the next 4 to 6 weeks. So maybe two things. Maybe you have been wanting to either sell your house or you've been looking for a house. God is saying in the next 4 to 6 weeks, a surprise is going to happen that may possibly bring this house or bring this into your life. So make sure that you stay focused on your intentions and the words that you speak about property and home ownership in this next 4 to 6 weeks. Also, for certain people, a disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. An invitation could bring love to those who are searching. So I feel like in the next 4 to 6 weeks, there may be something that is going to disappoint you, but God is saying that disappointment is not going to last very long. That disappointment is actually going to open you up to something that is going to be brand new. So I'm not even going to say what it may be. But I feel like if you suffer a disappointment, do not allow that to go to your heart. Just make sure that you keep upbeat. Always think everything is working out for me. Everything is as it should be. If you keep that attitude, then a pleasant surprise is going to come to you and possibly even love interest. I've been hearing that a lot, that the time is right for some soulmate connections. I wonder where Venus is. Maybe Venus is doing something in the sky, but I keep hearing like time is right for soulmate connection. So if that's something that you want in your life, be very mindful about the words that you, be very mindful of your intentions, be mindful of the words you speak about yourself and over your life. Also how you are, how you are out there with others. Like, are you being open? Are you open to others, or are you kind of like shutting people down? That'll be an indicator on what you can bring into your life. Angel number 313. The last thing that God wants you to do is be very mindful of signs. Your future positive direction will soon reveal itself. Any doubts or disappointments and confusion will soon disappear. So if you have been looking for signs about if you're on the right path or if you should be going a certain route, God is saying in these next 4 to 6 weeks is going to be very important for you to be on the lookout and to be on the lookout because there are signs that are going to be all around you. I hear somebody saying, well, how does God speak in signs, or how do you know it's God? One, you feel it in your gut. The thing is, I think Harriet said it in her movie, and I don't know if she actually said it, but it's like we know God and we hear it, but we talk ourselves out of it. And we be like, oh, that can't be God, or that can't be that, or I shouldn't be doing that. Like, that initial reaction is 9 times out of 10 your gut reaction, and 9 times out of 10 your soul reaction, spirit, and all that stuff. Go with it. Another thing, angel number 14, my angels, I feel like as you start going on this journey, you'll figure out like how your angels like to talk to you. And it's really like how they can get your attention. So you guys know I do angel numbers. My guys know I'm very good. I love angels, and they know like I'm very good with numbers. So of course it makes sense that they would speak to me through numbers. Another way they speak to me is through literature, books, through TV shows, I can really do any type of medium, interviews. If you hear somebody or you hear a story and it just be a situation that you was going through. Really quick example. Kelly Price she recently did an interview on the Breakfast Club, and she was talking about how she had did an interview on the Breakfast Club, and she was talking about how she had a premonition. Well, she had a dream, aka a premonition, about her future with her husband. And as she was talking, and this is typically how it happens, because it's always like you hear the information and then there's like information coming into you as you're listening to it. That's God, you know, or at least that's how it works for me. So I was like listening to her say that, and in my mind, I'm flashing back to the time I had a dream, and I was like, okay. Signs, you know, like it literally just as she was speaking, it was flashing my mind back to a time where I had a similar dream, and I was thinking about how, you know, me and my ex relationship played out, and I realized like, oh, okay, like I should really be paying attention to my dreams because clearly they're speaking to me. Another way that your angels speak to you is your dreams. How can you're probably like, well, how do you even start this process? You got to open up to it. Like and it's not nothing like you ain't got to, douse yourself in sage and holy water. You can literally just be like, after you watch this video, like, hey, God, angel, spirit team, whatever you want to call them. I heard that y'all are real. I kind of believe it, but I really don't. Can y'all please let me know it's real? Like, please give me a sign that is just undeniable that it's real. And 9 times out of 10, they give you a sign. Feathers that get dropped along your path. Birds. That's a really big one. They love sending a bird my way. One time, y'all, I'm walking my dog and it's 2 fucking eagles across the street. I'm just like, okay, guys. Mind you, I had a preacher prophesize over me and said that. Anyway, so it was just like, okay, guys. Like, that's what I want. I guess for me, like, the purpose of this channel is, and kind of like what I'm trying to document, and also I just want to show that the supernatural experience is real. It's like we talk about it, we read these movies about it, but I want to show like it's not like woo woo. Like you don't have to be a witch to do it. Like they are literally just an everyday ass life. Like angel number 734. I don't want to like go off on a tangent on it, but it's like some shit that has happened in my life was low key like book shit. Like the shit about them 2 big ass eagles just chilling on the other side of the street, looking at me like that's some book shit, like what the fuck are eagles doing in the middle of a neighborhood in Detroit, but it's like, because we have been conditioned to not believe that the spiritual and God is speaking to us, we'll have some supernatural shit happen to us and just be like, I'm tripping. Like it's so weird. Angel number 811. I ain't like that no more. Like now I'm like hungry for it. And I think when they know that you're hungry for it, girl, strap me in. Because they're going to be like, boom, boom, hey girl. They're going to be on your ass. But it's fun. And it's natural. All right, God. God, give us the energy that we need to have in order to bring these beautiful fortunes to light. What energy do we need to encompass to bring a property purchase in, to sync more with the universe, to listen to the signs and synchronicities, and to change our attitude, or at least to open ourselves up to allow a disappointment to become a surprise. Make it as plain as possible. Also, friendship is on the horizon, so if you've been lonely, won't be for long. Won't be for long. We're shifting, like things are happening so rapidly that I keep saying we're in a new age. This planet is in a new phase. It's evolving. The earth is a person. Okay? Like the earth is a living, breathing soul. And so if you've had people shit on you for years and years, and you try to act like You know, you have people who live off of you and they try to act like they don't live off of you or try to act like you're not there. How would you feel? And so, because the earth is wanting to go through this transformation, as above, so below, like, we have to go through this transformation as well. And so things are picking up, and that's why I feel like God is urging me and other people like me to speak up so that people can not get swept the other way, you know, so they can get swept up in the change. And it's not saying that you can't get the change. Like, it's, you know, like you have to be totally enlightened to get it. But it's just, you know, if you can be, it's like, if you know that you can be at 100%, why would you choose to be at 50%? You know? I'm going to shut up because I feel like I'm just talking. All right. Oh, this actually makes so much sense. Fast communication coming in. So like I was saying, in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, actually 8 weeks. In the next 4 to 8 weeks, so in the next 2 months, you guys are going to have some property sales. In order to, if you want to have property or an investment property or whatever, like if you want to have property, like I feel like this is somebody who want a house. God is saying you need to start feeling like you are worthy of having a house. You need to be going through this housing process as though it's already done. You need to be standing in it as though, like, look, this is my moment in the sun. I'm ready to just get my throne. I'm ready to get my kingdom and start planning it. And if you take that energy, allowing your inner child to lead, allowing any obstacles. And the reason why it's a child here is because when you were a child and something bad happened to you, you will cry. Remember the babies, like they'll fall, they'll cry, their mama kiss them, wipe off the thing, and then they back running. They, you know, like you don't even care. Like you just no care in the world. You fail, you get back up again. That's the same attitude that you need to have with this property process. Like, I feel like it's going to be a long, maybe not a long process, but like, I feel like what God is saying is for you guys that want property. If you, the thing is, the process, yes, the process is going, there we go. The process is going to be successful, but that doesn't mean the process is going to be without obstacles. So that's why it's important for you to embody the sun energy, strong energy, shiny energy, I'm successful energy, this is for me energy. God is saying for signs, you need to know that you're the magician. The magician has a thing that he's pointing up and he's pointing down. So what he's saying is as above, so below. So if, not even as above, so below. Yeah, as above, so below. So if there is, we talked about this thing in if you be on YouTube and you find your way to this video, I'm sure you know something about astrology and how they talked about us entering into the Aquarius age. So what God is saying, if that is happening above, what do you think is happening below? As above, so below. If the universe is going through a new age and the energies and the planets are about to be affected differently, what does that mean? That means we're also about to be affected differently. So what God is saying is right now, it's time for you to be standing in the energy again of expectation, of feeling like you can bring anything that you want about, of feeling about this magician. He has his cup here, which will mean he's grounded and he's feeling his emotions. He has a sword here, which means that he knows that he's able to properly communicate himself, communicate with the divine, the spiritual, anything. He got it. He got his pentacle here, which means he's not afraid to do the hard work and putting the work in. And then he has his wand here because he understands the need for passion. And he's just totally in a garden, which represents abundance. So what is that? What does that say to you? That's what God's saying. You need to know that you have everything that you need inside of you to bring things about. And if you think a thought in your head, and if you ask God something up above, he has no choice but to bring it down below. So God says, when you ask me for a sign, expect a sign to appear in your life. Angel number 1444. Last thing, surprise, a surprise A disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise, and invitation can bring those who seeking. God is saying, if you walk away from those people and those things, the swords is again dealing with communication. What does that look like right here? Looks like people are turning away from him. Look like they may have gotten into a fight and he got their swords, but they're still not fucking with him. And he's looking back with sorrow. Angel number 1511. And so what God is saying is, bless the disappointment. Stop looking back. Stop having those shoulda, coulda, woulda. Stop saying you wish you didn't do that. You wish it didn't go no far. It didn't go so far. Obviously, this disappointment is coming about for a reason. Obviously, everything is as it should be. That should be your inner line mantra. Everything is as it should be. So what God is saying, is, if you have a disappointment that happened within these next 4 to 8 weeks, don't take it to heart. Don't keep going back and forth. Even if you mess up, even if you are the reason why this disappointment happened, don't beat yourself up. Give yourself compassion, and God will surprise you and turn it all around. All right, y'all. Angel number 1555. I'm going to give you one more card to wrap this one up. And we're going back to the Sufis. Again, go away from the drama. God is saying, turn away from it. Blessings is coming in, so turn away. All right, God, give us one final message to clarify these good fortunes and these blessings of property, signs, and a surprise and a disappointment getting turned into a surprise. God, what is coming to us in this next 4 to 8 weeks? What do we have to look to? Give us one card and to make it as plain as possible, y'all. One card, please. I think I gotta change. Yeah. Sorry. I had to change. Gotta be obedient. Oof, my head hurt. This is my last video. Alright, God. Clarify this message with property, sign, surprise. With the Sun, the Magician, and the Five of Swords. God, what are you trying to tell us about this communication that is coming in this next 4 to 8 weeks? What is going to come in to change the direction of our lives? Can you please clear up any doubt and confusion that may be in my viewer's mind? Give me one card to clarify all 3 of these piles. How can I get my viewers to the things of their dreams? I swear, I have to start. I gotta get a bigger camera so y'all can see how these cards be coming out. Angel number 1744. So, wow. Wow. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. So in our previous message, what we focused on was faith in the process, which was just all talking about how sometimes you have to rely on a power that's greater than you. Like at some point you do as much as you can do, and then you have to trust on the Lord. That's why God is saying, don't worry about trying to figure out how you're going to figure it all out, especially my property people. Trust God, trust the process, know that victory is going to be your favor. But the card that came out when we focused on this was this underneath. Beyond the mind, the heartbeat. So that's what we're going to focus on. Wow. And y'all heard me switch. Supernatural. Like, look at that. Like, see, look. That's something that I can be like, that's supernatural. Or people can just be like, she just changed the cards. After doing all that shuffling. Whatever. I don't care. Shit, I be with God by myself. Okay. So, all right, let's go. Angel number 19. In the chaos of the modern life and the constant fluctuation of our minds, it can be difficult to remember that a sublime situation. In the chaos of a modern life and the constant fluctuations of our mind, it can be difficult to remember that a sublime sanctuary lies within. Yet it is always there. Beneath the ceaseless activities, there is an endless, vast spaciousness that restores and connects us to something greater, something that exists outside of time. Some might call it eternity. Within that sanctuary, sacred sound is felt rather than heard. Within that sanctuary, sacred sound is felt rather than heard. That sacred sound is actually the reverberating heartbeat of the entire universe. Your own heartbeat's rhythm sounds within the greater universal heartbeat. The totality of life, all of your being, can be felt as one through listening to and feeling for the sacred sounds of the heart beating within you. It is through this heartbeat that we experience a love that is more than preference or attachment. This is the love that inspires, energizes, and moves us to create, even beyond what we once thought was possible. Your love for life, the need to feel alive and express yourself, and the quest for that which is truly fulfilling, these are sacred urges that rebel against fear and promote passion for being alive. Excuse me. Angel number 2030. Let me start it over. Your quest for life, the need to feel alive and express yourself, and the quest for that which is truly fulfilling, these are the sacred urges that rebel against fear and promote passion for the being alive. They flow through your blood and can be felt through the beating of your heart. This oracle has a message for you. There is the way of the mind, which can make mountains out of molehills, even when its think is turning molehills into mountains. Mountains into molehills. Then there is the way of the heart. It is subterranean and moves subtly beneath possible obstacles, intelligently shifting with exquisite sensitivity, sensing the way forward through dangerous pathways and responding to what it is before it even occurs in the physical world. However, with the heart's intelligence, we cannot see and know in the same way that we do when we allow the mind to direct us. We have to be open to another way if we want to benefit from the innate intelligence of the heart. The mind sees, plans, and strategizes. The heart feels, responds, senses, and intuits. When we walk the path of the heart, we must feel and respond rather than plan our way. It is a different way to live and create. It is closer to the earth and to the source of life itself. It is not for those who are lacking in courage and trust, but are, excuse me. It is not for those who are lacking in courage and trust, but you are not one of those. You are being asked to trust your heart and drop into it. The mind is important, but it cannot supplement the heart. The role of the mind is to observe the truth of the heart. That is, to create the spacious chambers of its receptiveness into which the sacred rhythm of the heartbeats can resound. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Deep within, you know what to do. You know what is true. It matters not whether the mind and its plan seems to agree with your inner sense. I'm going to read this over. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Deep within, you know what to do and you know what is true. It matters not whether the mind and its plan seems to agree with your inner sense. Your willingness to trust your heart and to rebel against fear will serve you well. Let your heart lead you. Be sure of your faith and trust in what you feel. Your head and heart have been in conflict at times over the course of your life. This has brought you struggle and sometimes deep suffering. However, this oracle brings you the message that a truce will soon be declared and the appropriate outcome of the mind wavering the white flag of surrender is imminent. Soon, if not already, you will finally be feeling that your heart is leading you. You will feel that your mind is learning to follow the guidance of the heart rather than trying to be out front, seeing and sorting everything out in advance in order to be safe. What a relief to let go of this old way. Your mind can become more relaxed and trusting. There will be a period of adjustments as you get used to living without so much foresight, but with more insight, wisdom, and energy in the present moment to create. If you are finding that you cannot plan or strategize as you once did, or you feel that you know less than you've ever known about where you are headed or how you are supposed to get there, then this oracle comes as confirmation that these healthy signs of a shift from your head to your heart. You are not proceeding in error. You are exactly where you are meant to be, doing exactly what you are meant to be doing. You are now in a position that is more powerful than ever because you are allowing yourself to be guided by your heart, a heart that beats in harmony with the hearts of all existence. Your affairs are in accordance with love, and no matter what appears to be at time, all is unfolding according to the greater love, you included. Angel number 2240. And so as I was reading that message, I was just I feel like You feel like you're crazy for even trying to see a house right now, trying to purchase a house in this economy, in its way. You know, your job, you're not sure about it, but your heart tells you this is for you. Trust it. You've been getting signs and synchronicities that you can change your life, that you have the power to be the alchemist of your life, but nothing around you show it, but you just feel it in your heart that you can earn a living doing what you love. Trust it. You have been turning away from the people and the things that no longer serve you, and you just been having heartbreak after heartbreak. And though it doesn't look like anything is going to get better, but in your heart, you know you're doing the right things. Eventually, a wonderful surprise is going to come for you. So if this is where you are, I want you to touch and agree with me as I say this. I love you. I trust you. You are beautiful and you are wise. You beat in harmony with the greater plan of love. You are my guiding light. I'm going to say this one more time. Put your hand on your heart. You're speaking to yourself. Tell your heart, I love you. I trust you. You are beautiful and you are wise. You beat in harmony with the greater plan of love. You are my guiding light. I love you. I trust you. You are beautiful and you are wise. You beat in harmony with the greater plan of light. You are my guiding light. All right, y'all. That's all the messages I have for you. Have faith in the process. Trust your heart. Even if it's just for a little while, even if it's for these next 2 months, I want you to get out your head and allow your heart to lead. And you tell me what change and shifts come for you. All right, y'all. That's all the messages I have for you. If you made it to the end of this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really, really love this video, make sure you subscribe so you never miss out. And until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never, ever, ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Some beautiful things coming soon, guys. Keep your head up.